What's going on, guys? Welcome along to another video. I'm Matt over at DSR, and today, like many other moto vloggers, I am doing an unboxing review on the Chigee AIO 5 Lite. This is not only a motorcycle dash cam, but it's also got Apple CarPlay and many other features which we are going to get to. But I thought I would do it a little bit different. Now, I've watched a lot of the other motor vloggers and I've been reading the comments as well, and there seems to be a 50-50 mix up between those that like this product and those that are kind of hating on the product. So I thought I'd do is a little bit different. I'm going to show you what they sent me, what comes in every box, and then a little bit of an insight into the paid promotions, sponsored world of YouTube. To note, I will be doing an install and a first ride impressions of this unit on my bike. I've got a BMW 2019 GSA. I have currently got another motorcycle dash cam on the bike being reviewed as we speak. Once that's done, this will be getting installed. I'll be doing the installation and first ride video on this first. Once that's done, I'll do a comparison between this, which has the dash cam and the Apple CarPlay capability, versus the other product I've got on the bike, which is just a motorcycle dash cam. So in the box they sent me, the first thing is obviously the main unit itself. We've got the tyre pressure monitoring system, the remote control for it, and then a bar mount, which, if you don't know, the GSA has got a bar going across where the TFT screen is, so I can mount this above the TFT. Before we get into the main body, let's do the little boxes first. Tyre pressure gauge. It is something nice to have, especially on the older bikes. Most modern bikes will actually have tyre pressure gauges on them. A little guide, all in Chinese. And then that is it. The two pressure gauges, the washers, and then the tool to install it. All these are going to do are just replace your original dust caps. Moving on to the clamp. I'm not quite sure who checked this out. Don't know if you can see it there. It says Redefiner Riding Imagination. I'm not quite sure if that's meant to say redefining riding imagination. So in that box, it is literally the clamp, an Allen key, and a couple of screws. We'll work out how it all goes together later on when we are installing this. Next on the list is the remote control. So in this box then we have got the mounting plate, the remote itself, and then some instructions. You can see that. It's got the 3 buttons. It does have, where is it? Other side. It does have a USB-C port on the side, probably to charge it up. As units go, it's actually alright, it's not too bad. It's not flimsy plastic. It does feel quite sturdy. The buttons feel quite nice to push. Nice rubberized texture on the top of them. So as the unit goes, it's not too bad. Okay, then this is what we all come for. This is the main unit itself. Okay, then straight away we've got an instruction card manual. There is an app that you can download, so that's going to be useful. Some more instructions showing you what's in the box and then how to mount it. Okay, here we go there. The main unit itself then, good amount of cabling. The cable does actually feel quite high premium. It doesn't feel like it's going to fray easily when in the bike any rub points. Back side of it, it looks rugged. It's got a nice solid feel to it. And then we've got the 4 buttons along the top as well. Again, like the remote, very tactile feel to the buttons. They don't feel cheap, but then again, this unit isn't cheap. I will cover off the price in a bit. And then finally, in this top section, we have got the 2 cameras. So the cameras then, they have got the same joint. Get my on, there we go. Other units will have a different connector, so you know exactly which one's for the front and which one's for the rear. But what they have done is they've done a little label that says Cam A, Cam B on it. Cabling does feel alright. Now, moving on to the camera unit itself. The base is plastic, and it does feel quite cheap plastic. Camera bodies themselves, they don't feel like top premium cameras. There is an air of cheapness about them, but end of the day, it's not how the camera feels, it's how the camera is and how good it is in the low light and the moving in from the shadows and back into the sunlight, and how well can I read the number plates and all things like that. So for now, we'll give the camera the benefit of the doubt until it's mounted and we're using it. And lastly, there are 2 boxes in the bottom that say A and B. I'm going to assume that they correspond to the Cam A and Cam B. In the CalMate box, more wiring. This looks like the power delivery cable. And this is probably, yeah, so this here is the GPS unit. And then a nice little Chigee key ring. Moving on to the B. Ooh, easy big dog. This is all the mounting gump. Cable ties, bar mount, Allen keys, some more stickers and some cable management cables. And then some spacers for the bar mount depending on what size bar you've got fitted. And then our 3M sticky pads for the bottom of the cameras. That is everything Chigee has sent me to enable me to do this review. Let's have a chat about the company, other motovloggers and the unit itself. At the minute, Chigee is still a startup company, so they're still on the Kickstarter stage. What does that mean? If you want to buy this product, go on the link in the description box and it will take you to a website. From there, you are going to purchase your unit, but the first units won't be shipped until I think February time. I believe there is currently a discount time because where they are in the startup period. If you were to do it right now and it takes you through to the Indiegogo website, which is like the Kickstarter website, this unit will cost you £293. If you wait for the promotional period to finish, this unit's going to set you back £475. Now bearing in mind, that is just the main unit and the cameras, not the remote control, the tyre pressure monitoring system, or the little crossbar mount. The prices of those extras, tyre pressure monitoring is £76, the remote unit is £79, and then the crossbar mount is £30 on top. All in then, for those of you that don't do quick maths, what they've sent me is £660 worth of items that you, if you were going to go and buy, would cost you. Let's start off with the pros then of the unit. For me, having Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, cheers for that. Start that again. Having Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on your motorcycle, if you're not using your phone, because obviously your phone can do exactly the same, then it's awesome. We all love it. There are restrictions and holdbacks on the capability of the phone, i.e. the signal, but that's for another video. Having dashcam on your motorcycle can help in any insurance claims, so that's always a bonus. I will cover off all the features on this unit when I do the installation video. However, little sneak peek, has blind spot detection, so using the cameras it works out when there's a car next to you, and on the unit itself it will flash up red on one of the corners just to say you whereabouts the car is. Obviously you can add the tyre pressure monitoring system. Like I said, if your bike has it, you don't need it, save yourself a couple of quid, but it is a nice added feature. And lastly, the thing I like is you can use your phone to extract the footage, so you don't need to take off the memory card and put it to the computer and do all that. You can just do it straight on the phone via the app. So those are the pros. Fortunately, let's move on to the cons of, like I said, what I can see so far and the company itself. With it being a startup company, we don't know if it's going to last and be around in 6, 12, 24 months. Hopefully they will be. If they are, obviously you'd like to think that they would continue updating the features on the product itself. But with any startup company, you just don't know. Again, startup, you don't know about the reliability. All these motovloggers that are going on about how good this unit is, they've only had it for the last week or two. So the longevity of the AIO Lite is still yet to be tested and seen. The main screen, as you can tell, as we've discussed, has to be hardwired into the bike. Now, that's okay if you can remove the screen from the bike. Problem is, you can't. At the minute, there is no mounting option for you to be able to place it on the bike and then remove it when you get to your destination. So that means this is always going to be on your bike. For those that have got a garage or don't do any touring, don't live in any dodgy areas, fine. But many of you do lots of touring, live in cities where you don't have garages and you park it on the streets. For me, that is an issue. I'd like to see a couple of things from Chigee. First of all, we do have a kind of round ball mount at the rear. So let's make some form of mounting systems where we can put it on and take it off. Secondly, because it is hardwired in, what you're going to have to do is have the option to have it hardwired or powered via USB, just like you would with any sat-nav. I've got a dedicated sat-nav that mounts onto the bike. I can plug it in via USB, get where I want to. unplug, take it off with me into the hotel. For me, that's two quite big, important areas. Has to be hardwired, has to stay on the bike. Many of us buy different motorcycles, and just because you've bought this unit to fit the bike now, doesn't mean in 6 months' time you have the same bike. Bikes like NT1100 does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto already on the TFT, so you don't need that unit on there. So it would be nice to see if you could kind of mix and match this kit. So if I bought all this now on the bike I've got, swapped it, bought the NT1100, if I could then just install the cameras and the tyre pressure monitoring system if I needed to, you don't on that bike, and leave the screen in the garage so I don't need it. Having the kit so it was adaptable, I think would really elevate the usability of this product. As I mentioned, it is £475 just for the screen and the dash cam. It's quite expensive for a company that's unknown in the field of how good and reliable it is on the bike, day in, day out, all weathers. It's quite expensive. Another thing to remember, this is Apple CarPlay, so it does connect to your phone. So your phone is going to drain the battery quite quickly when you're out and about. So you're then going to have your phone plugged in, whether it be on you, your bag, pannier, or on the bike, to make sure that's got enough battery to get you to wherever you need to go. Again, many people have mentioned it in comments. Chigee have not messed about with their advertising on this one. They have pushed this out hard to people all over the place. A lot of them in America and the UK. Other channels, Motorbob, Motorfeels, just to name some of the bigger ones that have also reviewed this product. That's why I thought I would do this kind of initial unboxing, a little bit different, a little bit of behind the scene with the whole paid promotion, sponsored. Some of the bigger channels, they may get paid actual cash for their time and their videos. Smaller channels like myself, we don't get paid. The paid section of our video is the unit itself. That is how we are classed as paid, and this is a sponsored video. So those that are thinking, oh, I'm just getting paid to promote this product, I don't, and that's why I've had a bit more of a down-to-earth chat to you about the unit and what I think of it and the company and other motovloggers. I'd rather give my personal, honest opinion on the unit and on anything I'd test, rather than just trying to make a video or make a quick buck. As I said earlier, I've got dash cam currently on the bike, and then I've got this unit. I've got my phone that I use on the GSA, and I've got a sat nav. So I don't need all of these items. So what I'm going to do is, once I've decided which one I prefer between the unit on the bike and then this Chigee, the other unit, I will be doing a giveaway, and I'll be sending that to one of you guys. So for that, you need to make sure you subscribe so you find out which video it's dropped on. But stay tuned, because, hey, free giveaway, free dash cam, can't complain. Well guys, I've waffled on enough about this unit. If you found this useful and you liked hearing a bit of kind of behind the scenes with the whole paid promotions side, make sure you like the video, more importantly subscribe to the channel, and help us keep growing. Until the next time, ride safe.